shoppers at a Walmart in Fredonia experienced a big scare yesterday afternoon. That store was evacuated after a threat was called in. News 4's Dave Graber is live in the newsroom with more on what happened. Dave?
Well, Jackie, an active shooter threat called in Fredonia caused quite a stir Wednesday afternoon. Police responded in full force and they eventually caught the caller, who turned out to be just a boy. But because of threats like these elsewhere, the hoax was treated as a real threat.
We just live in a very, very different world today than we ever lived in before.
A juvenile calls the Walmart in Fredonia repeatedly. The caller is just a boy, 11 years old.
Your initial response is, what would make an 11-year-old come up with even this idea?
He told employees he was inside, armed with a loaded handgun, and at any moment he'd open fire. Fredonia Police Chief Brad Myers said the boy admitted to getting the idea from watching videos of similar threats on YouTube.
I think it was malicious. I think he wanted to create chaos. We've all been trained that this is what's happening right now with social media as it pertains to domestic terrorism.
Mass killings like San Bernardino and Paris have changed the way police approach these incidents.
You really believe that you're on the precipice of walking into an active shooter, and it's just a question of when the shooting is going to begin.
Wednesday was no different.
I think every officer who responded to that scene realized that they're at great risk of being hurt or killed.
Shoppers say they feel the difference too.
It's just coming too close to home, you know. I don't care for malls because they're happening there now.
Though Chief Myers says the boy was remorseful, he says the act was serious enough to warrant serious punishment.
This is a major crisis. You created a major crisis for an entire community, and sorry just doesn't cut it. Remorseful doesn't cut it.
Now, the boy was processed and released to his guardians. He's due back in family court for an arraignment on January 8th. Reporting live in the newsroom tonight, Dave Graber, News 4 at 5:30.